Located centrally in a picturesque Portuguese city, an abandoned mansion beckons to be explored. Once it was the cherished abode of Mr. Manuel and his wife, Mrs. Maria Carmo, both boasting a proud French heritage. The couple's love of French elegance is evident in their tasteful decor, adorned with intricate wallpapers. Amidst the splendor of their home, the Carmos shared their joy and pride and got a daughter named Neusa. Yet, fate cast a shadow over their life, and on one sorrowful Christmas, the mansion was left deserted. Tragedy struck when Mrs. Maria, the last owner, fell gravely ill, her life bound to her cherished home. Religion played a pivotal role in their lives, and every room bears testament to their unwavering devotion. Despite its abandonment, the mansion still holds a treasure trove of handcrafted antiques, each piece preserving its priceless history. The property set for sale, yearning for new life, but no buyers came forward, and nature began to reclaim its territory, causing the once grand home to decay. Now, the tale of Mr. Manuel, Mrs. Maria, and their beloved daughter Neusa lingered, waiting to be unveiled by those who dare to step into the forgotten embrace of this abandoned mansion in Portugal.
So welcome back everybody.
Yep.
It's day 4, but we're having a lot of bad luck today. First of all, I lost my wallet.
Yep.
Second of all,
your phone is still dead, and right now it's
like my charging port of my phone is broken.
Yep.
So yeah, luckily we found a wireless charger, but it needs to be repaired. And then there was even a third thing.
All the files on the hard drive
From like the last Spain trip we did before this, and the first Portugal episode of the new series, that wasn't a hard drive. There is a problem with the hard drive, and we're not sure if we're able to recuperate the files. But yeah, let's hope so, fingers crossed. Anyways, we're gonna hit
another
a new
spot.
banger right now.
Yeah, man, gonna hit a new spot.
We're in the middle of the city center.
In the middle of the city center, so let's just be cautious and quick.
And we're in the garden right now. Shed's like a ruin.
right.
Okay. Now it's always the thing, bro. We have to find an entrance somewhere.
Yep. And we have to be cautious, I think. Decent.
I mean, over here, not really. Anybody can see you, only that house up there. But all the curtains are closed. Whoa. I already see an entrance, bro.
Yeah, an easy one actually.
It's just a walk in the door. Let's go.
Alright. Well, made it in.
Time to tour another wonderful abandoned mansion here in Portugal. We just did a quick tour through the property and we are set to announce that actually the eye-catcher of this place, a painting of the former inhabitant, a man with a big moustache, is actually missing. We were looking for it because sometimes explorers tend to hide the eye-catchers of a place because they envy other photographers or they don't want anybody else to make the same picture. But sadly, it's either stolen or missing at least. But anyways, we think the last owner actually was hospitalized in his home before eventually passing away, departing this earth and leaving his wonderful home behind to the fate of nature. Now the property is for sale, but it's in a very bad state, so I think it's gonna be hard for the people to actually sell this place. But who knows, maybe one of you is watching this video and actually sees potential and has the funds to breathe life in this place once again. So let's just tour it and yeah, let's hope we can actually help them find new buyers. Let's do this.
Alright. Well, first of all, as you can tell, floor over here is quite unstable. So
Absolutely, yeah.
we
had to watch out when we walked in.
Yeah, true. It's hard for them to sell it eventually.
You can also see that yeah, the ceiling is broken over here, so that's probably also why everything is in such a bad state of disrepair over here. But I was actually wondering, what is this, Raymond? It's completely rusty. I can't even open it.
It's stuck, right?
Yeah, it's completely stuck.
I have no clue. Well, if you know what it was or supposed to be.
I think something for... Oh, it's actually a vault.
It's a vault, man. Yeah, I see it right now. We saw it at the same moment.
If you can show it to them, it's actually with a code, like with letters.
As you can tell, right over there, there are the buttons for a vault. So, well, Mo, there is your answer.
Wondering what's inside here. There's still stuff inside.
Yeah, look. There are still some clothes and sheets.
Yeah, a napkin.
Napkin. Crazy that it's like
pillow.
A pillow. You need to see how you're opening this up.
Yeah. Oh, skirts.
Yep, a skirt.
Skirts, actually.
So probably from a woman.
Yeah, for sure. Or the man maybe wears skirts, you don't know.
Never know. Fashion. Well, that's nothing. That's empty. And then, as you can tell, we are in a bedroom. And this one belongs to vanity.
Probably the one over here. I think it was standing on top of there.
Yep, right.
Look also at the wonderful carvings over there at the headboard of the bed.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, man. Like all the details. It's very nice.
Yeah, a very neat Portuguese wooden bed.
And then also over here, what is it? A little globe.
Yep.
And
a Mary
religious
statue.
Yep, exactly. All right.
What else is in the nightstand? Tiny artifacts.
Well, nothing too much special. Don't think
can't open that
No,
up
I
anymore.
can't open that anymore.
Maybe some clothes in here?
All
no,
right.
it's empty.
Oh, emptied out completely. It's like completely stuck, man.
Whoa. This is actually not even like in its position anymore.
Nah, completely due to decay, man.
So I'm not even gonna touch that.
Nah. What is over there actually?
I think that leads to the other rooms on that side. Maybe we should first cover the part over here.
All right, perfect.
You can lead the way, bro. Show it to them.
Watch my step, and as you can tell, right over here, let's follow our way. We have some rooms we can
Well, let's
enter.
first show them the hallway.
Yep. This was once the main hallway, but as you can tell, I'm just going to zoom in for you guys, because that is a deep down basement. Maybe if you can shine the light, Moreno. Yeah, as you can tell, that goes like deep. So
You don't want to fall down there.
You don't want to fall down there. Absolutely not.
What I especially like about this room is all the peeling wallpaper.
Yeah, man. And look, this one. It's quite funny. It's actually covering up the painting. Ooh.
Wow.
Blur that out.
Some nudity.
Some nudity. Was not expecting that. It was actually blurred naturally by the wall paint.
What's actually in this chest, bro?
I
Wow,
don't know.
first of all, look at the carvings
Oh
on
yeah,
top.
yeah. Well, look at the details right over there. That's beautiful, man. What is it?
It's over here is like a horse.
Yep.
Looks very mythical, so maybe they wanted to display like Pegasus. This one is holding a gun over here.
Damn. Well, open it up, man. This one must contain some gold.
Sheets.
Sheets, as always. Unfortunately, man, we never give up hope. Never give up
Nah,
hope.
for sure. We'll find it someday.
Yeah.
Look over here. Actually reminds me a little bit of like a gallery. But because of the curtains, they're actually all high in the windows. But there would come a lot of natural light inside this room one day.
Yeah, man. Well, and then what is this? It's like a miniature farm.
It's a church.
Is it? Oh, it's a church. Damn, Raymond.
But yeah, maybe the church in this town. Who knows?
Could be. Who knows?
Maybe the person was a pastor or a priest.
And what you also can tell, well, besides the television over there, what is the brand? What is it?
Let's see.
Blaupunkt.
Blaupunkt. Yeah, it's a
Blaupunkt.
German brand.
Blaupunkt.
Blaupunkt.
All right, all right.
Also still the door stopper over here.
Yeah, man.
In front of the main door entrance.
Right over there.
You can tell for how long this hasn't been opened.
Well,
Just the cobwebs in between it. It's crazy.
That's some proper decay, man. That's some proper decay.
Vines are growing in.
And as you can also tell, inside of this room, there used to be a lot of plants, but
Yeah.
right now they're all dead.
All dried and barren.
And then we have this beautiful painting over here on the wall.
Wow.
It's quite a unique design, actually.
Yeah, it's beautifully made. Is it
Yeah.
a real painting?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Wow.
Yeah. Some newspapers you found there, my friend.
1979. Right over here.
Oh yeah, I see. Damn, that's proper old, man.
That
Even
is
strips.
definitely some decades ago.
Yeah.
40 years, more than 40 years. Oh, this is actually very neat. So yeah, besides, like for the rest, it's just plants. But what I really like is there is actually a connection over here that's leading to the next bedroom. So you can already capture a glimpse, a little sneak peek of what's about to follow.
So, let's continue, man. Let's
Yeah.
continue. All right.
Whoa. This wardrobe is huge in size.
I mean, also
I've
look
almost never seen a wardrobe this tall, to be
at
honest.
and then the
Like-
details.
Just to give you orientation of it, this is like
How tall are
1.5
you?
times me.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'9", 5'8" probably.
All right.
This is tall.
Yeah, this is quite tall, man.
Whoa. All the clothes are in there.
Oh, damn.
At least most of them. Some very nice suits,
Yep.
coats. Also women's
Woman
clothes though.
Yeah, so we definitely had a woman.
Yeah. I'm wondering which one of them was hospitalized.
Yeah. Well, I do think the woman actually, because
There was also one of her bums over here.
Yeah. Well, that was not the thing that I actually found, but I did.
They're actually made in a local store
Yeah.
close to here.
All
Yeah.
right. I found this, man.
Wow.
as you can tell.
Beautifully pristine.
And then look at the glasses.
Yeah, those definitely look
There's
like women's
definitely women's
glasses.
glasses. And also, it's a chain like for a woman over there.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
It's a necklace.
Yep, necklace exactly.
Over here. All the tiny artifacts are still so pristine,
Damn.
well in place. I also really like the cross.
Yeah, man.
And have you noticed that the vanity over here, the mirror, is the same,
As
not only as the bed, but also as the wardrobe.
Yep.
So this is all handcrafted wooden furniture.
Beautiful, man. Really beautiful.
What is this?
Do you think it's a Bible, maybe? Oh no. Table des Matiris.
Table des matières. It's French.
Again, the French books, man.
Your French pronunciation, bro, is so funny. De la moule épinière.
Your French pronunciation is French.
I mean, yeah. I'm actually getting better at French the more I explore there.
Oh, whoa, whoa, look at the beautiful detail over here.
It's nice, it's a little jewelry box.
Of a piano. That's cool, man.
Oh, we
Religic
actually
artifact.
have a handwritten letter over here as well.
Oh yeah, I see. Well, maybe if they can read it.
I think it's quite hard to decipher this. We also have a letter. And it was actually for señor, so for a man.
Okay.
Maria Carmo. Maria Carmo.
All right. Then.
And that was definitely for this address.
Yep.
Look over here.
Mi manto
Therapeutics.
therapeutic.
You see? This was probably when they grew older. They had this little book with educations and information what they could do and take in order to cope with the pain or the difficulties they had. Again, a French book. C'est une liquide légèrement nutritif par ses albuminoïdes, c'est lactose. This is actually bacteriology.
Okay.
So maybe the man studied this.
Well, then let's pen out the beautiful bed,
I
man.
can't believe it. It's still made. The bed's still made. It's unbelievable. Bro.
Yeah.
As you can see, we were talking about it. The headboard has the same
Exactly.
design.
Exactly.
And then right above it is a little frame. And that's actually the main gate of this place.
Yep, that's
On the
the
right
front
side,
gate,
we
man.
actually jumped the wall. They saw it, bro. They saw it. Ain't gonna lie.
I know.
But hey, we're here with the best intentions.
Yeah, true that.
I also really love this nightstand with a little mirror.
And the huge book.
Fantastic. Yeah,
It's
massive
like a
one.
phone book, I think, or it looks like it.
Well, it
no,
actually,
absolutely
actually
not.
looks like a book for a wise man. And it's all written in French again, but it's about Latin.
I just love the fact.
It's a dictionary.
Yeah, I just love the fact that, like French, all the books in here are also in French because French, they were revolutionary. They had the information, man. They are the ones from the Renaissance, and it's so cool that we explore many places in France, and that you can see so many things coming back here.
Pills, tablets, still
Oh, yeah.
inside.
And what is that? Look.
I think it was a cassette record,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
VHS tape.
Damn, man.
You see this?
Yeah, I see.
Definitely enough signs that the person had some health problems. And now
And
her
was a
glasses.
woman. One thing for sure.
Some more medicine.
Yep. Alright. Well. Closure.
And then I think this was her father or maybe her husband in his later days.
Yeah, could
Because
be.
over here probably in his later days. And then over here you can see it's the same man in his younger days, rising and shining.
Damn. Alright. Well. Continuing then, man.
And over here comes actually the sad part, because there is a hospital bed over here, meaning the person was most likely to be hospitalized inside the home, treated by a private nurse, but that learns us that they were probably also quite wealthy. To have a private nurse in Portugal, Portugal has good healthcare, but having a private nurse at your home also costs some money.
Exactly, exactly.
Some minor signs of decay over here.
And then over here,
Wow.
beautiful chandelier.
It's quite unique, this lamp.
Mm-hmm. And
What's in here? Oh, look, this looks like clothes they wore to my funeral, you know?
yep. Oh well,
Completely
yeah.
black.
You can definitely tell that, man. And then what else is there down? The down part.
Lamp cover. And also, this is very French. Like, they used wallpaper everywhere throughout this home. This is not something Portuguese.
No.
The inside is also stuffed with wallpaper. So maybe these people actually had French roots, or were born in France and
Could
actually
be.
moved there to Portugal.
Could be, man. Could be.
Since this is one of the first places we see in Portugal with rich use of wallpaper.
And then, as you can tell, right over here as well,
Ballerina.
ballerina. Exactly. And what I also noticed, that's what I want to pen out. Again, exactly the same shape. So the same designer. Well, beautiful marble piece. Some religious artifacts again at the church.
A little leaflet over there, little magazine. It's about marvelous house, Casa Maravilhosa.
Okay, okay.
Looks very vintage.
Yeah, man.
Also still old currency. Algarve, yeah, many people want to move there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Portuguese paradise, always good weather, beautiful landscapes. We've never been there. We hope to make it on this trip, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do think that's gonna be stuck, man. Due to
It's
the
not, but
doorway.
it's just a door, yeah.
Wait, let me help you out a little bit.
Whoa, this is overstuffed. Received over here from 1994.
So, Bill. Dating back from a long time, actually.
Name is actually Manuel Rodriguez.
So the man.
And it's from agricultural company. Also this tiny purse with some little embroidery on it. Another tablet again. Actually, administrative file of the police.
Well,
It's crazy.
some other bills over here.
A lot of documentation inside.
Yeah, man. Well, close it up again in a second. What else do we have over here?
Yeah, some more medicine and paperwork. Nothing really different.
No. Alright. Well, I think that was it for this room, man.
Yeah, let's check out the room on the opposite side. And actually also this wonderful corridor, because we haven't shown this part yet.
No, true.
Frames are still hanging up.
As you can see.
Little light fixtures on the side.
Frames right over here. Old plants.
I really, really love this corridor.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's very well designed.
And actually, the light hanging in the middle is very French.
Yep.
Not Portuguese at all.
Cool, man. Very cool.
Also for a Portuguese place, those parts over here would be tiles and no wallpaper.
Exactly, exactly.
There is so much French taste in this Portuguese home. It's
So they-
peculiar.
So they probably had some French relatives, man.
French roots, definitely I think.
Mhm.
Or a very French taste. Well, next room is actually a very plain one. I'm just gonna stand here.
Yep.
And that was also the room that was connected with the first bedroom.
as you can tell, We just have a single bed over here. And then over here, some other medicines. But this is quite cool.
Yeah, bullfighting. Plaza de Toros Torremolinos, actually in Spain.
Cool, man. And we do have a chest.
Yeah, I've almost never seen a chest like this.
No, man.
It's leather.
So open it up.
Blankets.
Every single time.
Somehow, in a lot of those abandoned places, we also find Christmas decoration. I think that this place got abandoned.
During Christmas period.
Yeah, around the festives.
Yep.
Since it's hanging up there and in front of it are like a lot of cobwebs. So it's not like somebody else hung it there recently.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the vines are just crazy.
Unreal, right?
Absolutely. And then we're gonna continue to another bedroom completely frozen in time. Well, I'm not even gonna block the way. Raymond, show them in this another beauty.
It's a beautiful room, man. I do think this was once their main bedroom. I mean, come on.
And look on the right side, bro. French drapes. It's crazy.
So many French stuff in here, man.
Also the window over here is just smashed.
Yep, as you
Wind
can tell,
is blowing
right
inside.
over there. A little cold breeze coming from the outside. And then we have this beautiful wardrobe. Again, with some clothes.
Yeah,
They're
so
all
a shirt
left.
hanging in there.
Over here, some more. And actually, one fell out when you open it up. Wait.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
So somebody hasn't opened this in a while.
No, exactly.
It's great. It's funny to see different type of decay in Portugal with the
man.
peeling wallpaper.
Normally it's just the destroyed walls, right?
Yeah. You can tell that the place is untouched because in the ceiling it has started to crumble. And exactly over here on the vanity on the marble plate of this desk is the exact parts of the ceiling,
Yep.
littering it.
Things are definitely falling apart, man. What is inside?
Let's check it out.
Of course, clothes. Blankets.
Yeah, I think it's generally gonna be sheets, honestly.
Oh, that's quite hard. Squeaky, man.
Well, for the rest, a wonderful bed again. And I like that it's actually matching with the nightstand again. And we have a little religious quote, which I cannot translate, unfortunately.
Well, for you Portuguese speaking people, translate.
Yeah, we would love to know it, but we know for sure it's something that has to do with religion.
Religion, of course.
Finally, another wonderful desk over here. They used to look in the mirror, how they were dressed before they went out to home.
And then what do we have? Some ambientador natural. What is it?
I don't know, but they put plants inside, so they use it as a little vase. What is this? Extracto. I'm not going to get too close because I can see some tiny cobwebs between it.
Nardo extracto. Okay.
Maybe nail polish. Yeah, some knickknacks in here.
Yep.
Sleeping mask.
Sleeping mask, exactly.
And what's this? Part of an iron? I think so, right?
Yeah, I think so. Looks like it.
Really, literally part of an iron because it's partly broken.
Yeah. And then what is this? It's a rose vase.
Looks like a present they actually got.
Present they got, man. It's still in place.
Wondering how this ended up here. It's actually from a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a Christmas tree standing here.
I don't know, man.
Like, this is how your Christmas tree would look if you just leave it standing for one full year for the next December.
And I mean also this, like the particles, exactly.
Completely dry.
Well, open it up. I'm curious what is inside over here. Not too many, actually. Alright. And then we have the heater in the corner right over there. And Marino is trying to open this one up as well. But as you can tell,
bed linen.
Bed linen and blankets.
No, there's all bed linen.
Alright. Just imagination that this is supposed to be a warm country, but yeah, people are like, when it's winter, they are like, it's 10 degrees outside, you know.
Yeah, but we're still in the north. It can get pretty cold over here.
Alright, yeah, true that.
Lastly, got a very nice light in the middle.
Beautiful, man.
Absolutely. Golden foliage.
Well, continuing away, that's the room that we just did. And then over here, we have a big storage room actually. I would say Marino, let's have a look, but...
Yeah. I actually see an ironing board, chest, some more Christmas decoration.
Exactly.
And a lot of trash bags.
So, over here they probably tried to clean it once, but they discontinued, as you can tell, because now it's completely abandoned. Again, the marble table, religious artifact. So many religious artifacts over here, man. And that's actually quite cool. Where is it? Waters, big church.
Could be in Venice, Italy.
Yeah, it looks like it, man. Warships. Look.
This actually was a doctor.
Dr. 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝘆𝗶. 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝘆𝗶.
And look, the marble plate has actually a major crack in the middle.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think
Whoa.
there was nothing yeah, there was also nothing underneath it.
Very unstable.
Should not try that.
Well, where are we heading now, Remo?
Continuing to the living room. This was their main living room.
Wow.
It's so beautiful.
It's so spacious. Especially with some of the furniture that was probably standing over here missing right now. But nonetheless, what a wonderful room.
Yeah, man.
Still a beautiful picture over there, and there used to be a massive portrait hanging over there. But that one is gone, guys. Sadly enough, that's what happens when a place gets shared too much and gets explored by wrong people.
They just don't want other people like, this is my picture, this is my location, and then they just like throw the thing away. I mean, destroy the place for your own good.
It's not about competition in this hobby, it's about respect.
Respect
for the history, the family history, for the place, and for its secrecy.
Too net.
Yeah, little thimble.
Yep. Well, this is empty.
But even the inside of the drawers contains some wallpaper.
Very cool, huh?
Yeah, very French.
Yeah, they're all empty, man. All right.
Yeah, it was just a tablecloth in there, nothing more.
Just
a few plates.
Few plates, indeed. Like the last China.
Christmas.
Yeah, definitely got
all I want for Christmas is a bando.
Well, now it's not the mustache house anymore. Now it's
the house of the Christmas tree.
House of the Christmas tree, exactly. Perfecto. Over here, the dining table in the middle. Old vase with the flowers. Well, what's left of the flowers.
Wow.
And then they had this religious painting over here.
Yeah, beautiful frame.
And again, the marble fireplace. That's actually very cool. But the fireplace hasn't been used as a real fireplace, actually.
It's a fake one.
Yep.
Look at the statue.
Yeah.
So strange.
Religion, man. Sometimes these statues are very, very strange. And then we have this big cabinet. And some decorations inside, as you can tell. The one I mostly want to pan out, of course, is this picture.
Oh, look at this.
This was probably the old man that lived here.
Yeah. Mr. Maria. What is this over here? A clock.
Yep. It's not an old clock actually. And
I've never seen a clock like this.
Yeah, it's fino. It's wine. It's a wine barrel.
It's crazy. Love it.
Cool design, man. Well thought out. And then over here we have some liquors actually.
Also, this glass plate is quite beautiful.
Yeah, it's very unique. Then also over here, man, at the down part, like this. Well, yeah, just some pots, and over there some canned food, but like not much left. As you can tell, yeah, there is not a lot inside actually.
Probably made a pie in this.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, there's actually not a lot left over here. It's a beautiful room, but
you can tell that's like half the part is still furnished and the other part has been emptied out.
Exactly.
But actually, now you're allowed to say chandelier. This is incredible.
Okay.
Look at its opulent size.
French or Portuguese?
I would say Portuguese.
Yeah, right.
Glass chandelier. It's wonderful. And this is very Portuguese again, this building cabinet.
Yep. Also this artifact, what was it for again?
It's a coat rack.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
to hang up like a jacket.
Exactly.
More expensive jackets usually.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is very Portuguese.
Still a few cups in there.
Yep. I like the style, man. I would prefer this instead of wall paint, but then it would get quite expensive for a house.
Wondering if this was actually the main door.
Yeah, it was. And they definitely tried to open it up, but they never succeeded, man. They just didn't. Well, then continuing away, actually. We can go upstairs or we can continue.
Let's first go upstairs since it's not very exciting.
All right. I haven't seen it yet, so... Well, I do like the staircase, actually. Some pumps over there.
Yeah, mostly women's clothes in this place.
Old vacuum cleaner. It's a chair. Typical Portuguese. Well, yeah, this is not quite exciting. Just have a look. It's just a bed that is like packed in. Well, and then this part. Yeah, there is just a single bed, man. I mean, take a look, but...
That's what I was telling you, bro. This would not be a great highlight to end this video.
No, okay. Then I do get it. I do respect that. I respect your vision.
Let's head down again.
Alright. Then heading down. And take a look, man. Ooh, over here. Oh, damn, bro. This is a beautiful bed.
Wow. That's very unique.
That's a unique bed, man.
For sure. Wow.
I've not seen that quite often, actually.
Very exquisite details.
Yeah.
Record player
Record
on the
player.
nightstand right next to it.
Actually, there is a picture of a young girl.
Yeah, there
She
is.
probably used to live here.
Diploma.
Damn.
Neusa. It's actually from the bullfighting arena in Spain.
Yeah?
Yep.
So this was a badass woman. She was a bullfighter.
Yeah, I don't know if it was from the woman though. But again, from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Yeah. And then have you seen the chupa chup?
Yeah. I think we've seen it one time before, right?
Yeah. Quite cool, actually.
Well, they definitely like playing music in his bedroom.
Yeah, inside.
So maybe this was actually, I think this was the child's bedroom.
I do think so, yeah.
So that diploma was probably from the child that accompanied them on the trip to Spain.
Exactly. I do think so, man. Because there was also television over here, and I do think that was actually the same spot it always used to be.
Yeah, and there were also dolls, teddy bear on the ground here. Poor Teddy.
Yep. Over there you can see some woman's shoes again.
And again you can see the essence of religion. Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, man.
There are so many photos. I think probably also from her grandfather, you know?
Yeah, I do think so. And from her father itself. That's quite unique, man. Quite a unique spot. And we have...
Hey, and the chair is also matching the bed's design.
Yeah, well, not only the chair, also the mirror over there.
Hey, that's incredible.
So they like to match over here.
Yeah, that tells us and learns us that the furniture was handcrafted.
Yep, exactly. Well, and again we have this one over here. Well, I do think I need to shine the light for you because now the light is gone, but again, blankets,
Yep.
sheets.
Maybe some children's clothes in here? Let's find out.
Oh yeah.
You see?
Definitely from a younger lady.
We are quite good at deducting this.
Yeah, man. Getting used to it. But it's always a surprise and always a remaining question, man.
Yeah, for sure. Every home is different.
Exactly. Well, as you can tell, here she is.
Yeah, that's her. Same girl again. So they had a daughter. And those are her clothes.
Yep.
Wondering why they left her, because it looks to me that this girl could very much likely still be alive.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking myself. Like exactly the same. And yeah, you can't close this up. It was already opened. But it's quite sad to see actually, because the place is also for sale, so it means that the place just can be sold.
And in the Netherlands, places do not get sold with still personal stuff inside.
Absolutely not. They get cleaned out, man. Like professionally cleaned out. So it's sad to see actually. Well, continuing our way. Oh, watch out. Floor is very unstable over here. This is the bathroom. Was the bathroom? Oh, over there, over there. All the stuff still there.
All the grooming products still there.
Yep. Shampoos. Even toothbrushes, razors.
Crazy, and they also really like plants.
Yeah, man.
There are plants in almost every room.
Like in almost every room.
Even in the sink.
Strange place for a plant, but you can do whatever you want to. Yeah, that's not working anymore, man.
The towels are even still hanging up.
Yeah, crazy. Unreal, man. Alright, watch your step, Mo. Be careful, my friend. Oh, the basement. Should we go to the basement? Or...
Let's save it for the end.
Alright.
But yeah, there is a basement over here.
Oh, over here another bathroom actually.
Another one?
Yeah, right next to another one.
Oh yeah. I think they have more than one child.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, then the marble table.
Also completely skewed near to collapse.
Exactly. Damn. The Portuguese cabinet.
Yeah, with the little hooks to hang up the cups.
Very, very cool. Well, alright.
Why are there rims over here?
Oh, and they are from a fort. It's quite strange. Flowers.
Whoa, that chair is completely broken.
Yeah. Cat fights outside.
Whoa. That was strange.
Yeah. They're fighting outside now.
Wow, look at this plate.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Portugal.
It's precious.
Hey, shut up, man.
What's this?
Oh, it's what is it? Ooh, I smell the garlic. I don't know, man. It's a painting. Well, no, it's a plate for food actually. They would place like coffee cups and stuff inside, you know, like a plate holder. Oh, that is a barber stick. Well, open this up. Why there are like blankets and sheets? Well, this is not sheet. This is for a table, but
Tablecloths.
tablecloths. Why? Why are they always everywhere? Again, flowers. And I do think over there we can already see.
Those are actually plastic flowers.
Yeah. I guess they still have their color. Well, we can see a glimpse of the kitchen already.
Wow.
But there is one last room right over here. Before we end up there. I like this one. There, man. It's quite unsafe. It doesn't feel
it's
that
crazy.
stable.
A lot of storage.
But look at how it's standing. Like it's like not absolutely not vertical anymore.
Nope.
Damn.
The opposite of upright.
Well, we have some pans right over there on top. And yes, you can tell just the kitchen storage, man.
Yeah. Where they used to put all their cutlery in.
Yep.
Probably silverware.
Probably meant for special occasions. Well, watch your step, Mo, because there was a reason that one is not standing in the correct order anymore. Ooh, it smells oily in here, man. Oh. Alright, before we pan out the kitchen, there are some newspapers over here, but look, they had a dog.
Yeah, a leech.
A leech. Quite funny.
Flippy. Well, newspapers, they're actually envelopes.
Yeah, envelopes, I'm sorry.
Same name again.
Dorero, yes.
That's actually for the daughter. She was Neusa, was her name. And then we have Manuel, that was the man. So Manuel, Maria, and Neusa.
Nice. Alright. Well, yeah, Mo, let's pan out this kitchen.
Look at the checkered tiled flooring.
Yeah, it's quite cool actually, right?
Yeah, the fridges are empty. If you
Yeah,
want to
they-
sell a place, I mean, it might be in a state of disarray, but you cannot leave rotting, smelling food in the fridge.
Absolutely not.
That would be a turn off.
Yeah, that would definitely be a turn off. I mean, why would you even leave all of this over here in the first place? But-
Over here in this corner.
but
This is
cookies-
actually a real fireplace.
Oh yeah. I mean, have a look, man. You can tell that's some heat came from down here. Damn. Damn, yeah. It's going highway up, man.
All the way up.
All the way up, exactly. Then we have the sofa over here. Can you see the springs? They are just like breaking loose.
Crazy.
Well, what else to find in the kitchen? Over here, again, some flowers. Yesterday, there's still a cigarette inside. Some plates. Oh well, over here was the cutlery, man. But I don't think that's real silverware.
No, for sure not.
Absolutely not. And yeah, we can show it, but we can't go there unfortunately because
Just shine a light through the window. But it is actually locked. Another kitchen.
Yep.
And it looks like there's a shed over there.
Yep, in the right.
Strange it is actually locked. Looks quite neat.
Yeah. You can tell that nobody really walked over here, man.
Nah.
For a long time. This is how an abandoned place should be when nobody comes inside. Have we done some abandoned places when nobody really came inside for a long time? So
Oh yeah, the last one.
exactly. Well, This pots and the pans.
All our kitchen utilities
Yep.
still there.
Yeah, and as you can tell, I can just show it to you through this, all their kitchen equipment, man.
Yeah.
Some electric kitchen equipment, so. Damn.
Wow.
Chinaware. And then this television.
Another one. That's number 3, right?
From 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝗆. Alright. Well, Mo, I do think we actually panned out everything. So, yeah, that was the kitchen. Then let's head downstairs and finish off the video.
Let's do it. It's dungeon time.
Yep, let's head downstairs, man. Alright, better watch my step, because I can't see anything.
And watch your head, because I know you're not fond of cobwebs, but we're wearing some head protection.
Well, if you want to see that with this guy, then you really need to go back to the beginning of our exploring journey.
Man.
We'll never forget that, man.
Dang, there was even a kitchen over here in the basement. Well, it's probably the fridges and the ovens they used before they actually bought new equipment.
Yeah, exactly. That even looks like an American fridge to me. And as you can tell, look at the cobwebs.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
A real bando, man. A real bando. Over here, some storage.
A lot of wine, actually.
Yep.
And ports.
Damn.
Crystal.
Yep.
Belgian beer, right?
Yeah, it's Belgian beer, man.
Look at those spokes, bro.
What is it?
I don't know yet, but that looks like some finances.
They really did a good job over here. Making some notes.
1974. All from the year 1974. So it looks like that business was mostly running in the 70s, 80s.
Yep. So do you think like abandoned for 20 years at least?
Nah. Yeah. Maybe.
Could be
10,
right?
15 years, I would say. But we haven't found like real food products or something, so we couldn't check like a date of expiration.
Nope.
But I think that also pretty much sums it up for this place.
Yeah, man. Well, wait, let me give me the light. I will shine on you. So I do think that was it. Wait. Up. All right, man. Yep.
All right. Be careful you're not with your hand in the cobwebs.
Ah.
But you're just doing it right, I think.
All right, perfect, man.
And yeah, as always, Raymond and I want to thank you for watching to another one of our tours. The dynamic duo brought you here in Portugal. And if you enjoyed it, support is free, guys. Just by smashing that thumbs up, it will really help a lot. Leave a nice comment in the commentary section right down below. And if you're not done yet, subscribing is free too. So make sure to go do it right down below as well. Also, if you want to support us on these travels all around the world, there'll be a little link in the description to a Patreon and a PayPal link. And then as always...
Well, first, sorry, I want to say one thing, man. At least that would be very, very good, because it's been a long day, man. It's been a rough day. Like what you said, like some support. That was really a rough day, honestly, right?
Yeah. It's been a very, I don't want to say, but it's been a very shit day.
So
we've been having like so many efforts and like lack of sleep, and yeah, just so much bad luck. Like we probably lost thousands of euros of footage again. Just, we do this because we love it and not because we make money of it, because we spend all the money on trips to travel and show you the perspective of two sides. So also, if you support us, that money will go into those videos.
exactly, and by liking, commenting, and just
You
sharing
pump
the videos.
and yeah, we
Beautiful.
can explore even more.
Exactly.
So as always, muito obrigado. Thank you very much from Portugal. And yeah, bom dia, have a nice day, and we'll see you at the next one. Peace out.